Welcome back, Math Rockstars. Today we're going to get into the why of this entire unit. Why did we learn how to substitute and evaluate last lesson, and in what way are word problems and expressions useful to us? Let's look at first using substitution to check our answers to equations. So in each of these situations, you're going to get examples of how once I've solved an equation, I can use the process of substitution to evaluate the equation for the answer I got to make sure it's right. If it presents a true statement, you end up with a correct answer. If it ends up in a false statement, you made a mistake somewhere and you're going to have to go back and double check it. So here's how this would work. Let's say you had the expression, or the equation, x plus 12 equals 35. Simple enough. I'd solve that by subtracting 12 on both sides, since that's the opposite of plus 12. 35 minus 12 becomes 23, and I get the answer x equals 23. Rather than relying on an answer key or teacher, how can I check that my answer is right? What you would do then is rewrite the original equation. I highlighted the x there to show what I'm going to be replacing, and then I use substitution just like last lesson. I plug 23 in for x and see if the equation's true. Is 23 plus 12 35? Yes. 35 will equal 35 in that case. The equation's true. I got the correct answer. Even more complex equations you can use this process for. 2x minus 6 over 4 minus 8 equals 10. I would add 8 on both sides to start. I get 2x minus 8 over 4 equals 18. I would then multiply by 4 over 1, or 4 on both sides to cancel the fraction 4. And I would get 2x minus 6 equals 72. I would then add the 6 to undo the minus 6. I would get 2x equals 78. I divide by 2 on both sides to get x equals 39. I would then plug in 39 for x to the original equation where the x is. I get 2x minus 6 over 4 minus 8 equals 10. 2 parentheses 39 minus 6 over 4 minus 8 equals 10. I would get 78 minus 6 over 4 minus 8 equals 10. I then simplify the 78 minus 6 to 72, so it's 72 over 4 minus 8 equals 10. 72 divided by 4 becomes 18, minus 8 equals 10, and then I get 10 equals 10, which is a true statement, so I know that my answer is correct. Now it's time for you to try this out. Solve each equation and check your answers using substitution or evaluation. Go ahead and pause the video and check your answers when you're done. Here we're going to have 3x plus 7 equals 28. I subtract 7 on both sides first. I get 3x equals 21. I divide by 3 next. I get x equals 7. Once I've got that answer, I'll plug 7 in for x. So 3 times 7 plus 7. 3 times 7 is 21. 21 plus 7 equals 28. That is true. 28 does equal 28. We have a correct answer at x equals 7. Over here, 5x minus 5 over 10 plus 20 equals 30. I subtract 20 on both sides first. I get 5x minus 5 over 10 equals 10. I multiply by 10 on both sides to get rid of the 10 on the bottom. I'll get 5x minus 5 equals 100. I'll add 5 on both sides next, get 5x equals 105, then divide by 5. I'll get x equals 21. Once I've got x equals 21, I will then plug in 21 to the original equation to check the answer. So I've got 5x minus 5 over 10 plus 20 equals 30. I plug in 21 for x. It'll be 5 times 21 first, which will make 105 minus 5 over 10 plus 20 equals 30. 105 minus 5 is 100 over 10 plus 20 equals 30. 100 divided by 10 is 10. 10 plus 20 equals 30. That is true. You got the correct answer, which is 21. Now that we've tried that, let's look at word problems. I know everyone hates these so much, but don't fear. We've learned the process throughout this whole year. We should be having this on lock, but let's go ahead and do some examples together. The first one here, let's put it all together. Use your methods we discussed before. Don't forget to check your answer at the end and then put it into writing to evaluate it in the problem's terms. First problem, last week Sam had $17. He washed cars over the weekend, charged $3 per car. He now has $98. How many cars did he wash? First, I highlight my numbers, $17, $3, and $98. Then I underline or highlight the operative words. I have had, which means he had a positive amount. We have per car, per means multiply. And then I also am going to highlight how many cars, because that's going to tell me what I need to use for my variable. It's representing how many cars. So wherever I see car, I'm going to go ahead and use an X for per car in this case. That'll translate into 17 plus 3x equals 98. I subtract 17 on both sides. I'll get 3x equals 81. Divide by 3 and x is 27. I can then check my answer. I plug in 27 for x, so 17 plus 3x becomes 17 plus 3 times 27 equals 98. 3 times 27 is 81. I get 17 plus 81 equals 98, and I'll get 98 equals 98, which is a true statement. And in my final answer, I can write it out as Sam washed 27 cars. So now that you've had an example, you try it out. Let's go ahead and solve the equation after you set it up and check your answer. Go ahead and pause the video, give it a try on your own, and when you're done, you can unpause and check. All right, here's your answer. Sandy found 52 seashells on the beach. She gives Jason some of her seashells. She has 38 seashells left. How many seashells did she give to Jason? When I look at the words, I'm going to highlight 52 and 38. I'm going to highlight found to know that the 52 is positive. I'm going to highlight gave to let me know that I'm going to be subtracting. And then when I look at the question, I see how many seashells. I know seashells, the number of them is going to be represented by x. So I get 52 minus x equals 38, since 38 is how much she had left. I'm going to subtract 52 on both sides. I'll get 38 minus 52 equals negative 14. So I got negative x equals negative 14. There's two ways you can solve this. You can divide by negative 1 on both sides. You'll get x equals 14. Or you can read the problem in the first place as the opposite of x is negative 14. Therefore, my answer is positive 14. And once you have your answer, go ahead and check it in the original equation. 52 minus x equals 38. You replace x with 14. I get 52 minus 14 equals 38. And then 38 equals 38. I know I got the right answer since it's true, and I put it into words. Sandy gave 14 seashells to Jason. Now try this second word problem. Pause the video, read it over, solve it, check your answer, and put it in words. When you're finished, you may unpause the video and check your answer. Alrighty, we have the problem. How many ink cartridges can you buy with $182 if one cartridge costs $14 and you have to pay $28 total in tax? So there's a little more layers to this one. Highlight the numbers: $182, $14, $28. We then underline operative words as well. If I look at the question, it's in the front. Ink cartridges. I know ink cartridges, because they're asking how many, will be X. So when I see ink cartridges being used with an operation, that's where I pop an X. When I look over here, buy with, that means going to be equals. That means it's your total number of money equals 182 on the other end. One cartridge, so that's X, costs $14. So each, that's $14 each. So that means 14 times X, number of cartridges, 14X. And then you have and plus, and usually means adding. And you have to pay $28 total in tax. Tax is a flat rate in this case. So you know you're going to add 28 to it. So it all translates to 14x plus 28 equals 182. I subtract 28 on both sides, I'll get 154. So with 14x equals 154, I divide by 14 on both sides, I'll get x equals 11. I then have to check my answer. This will be 14x plus 28 equals 182. I replace the x with 11. 14 times 11 becomes 154. 154 plus 20 equals 182. And 182 equals 182 is a true statement, therefore I have the correct answer. And that answer is that you can buy 11 ink cartridges. And that brings us to one more lesson on one more type of word problem you might see with what we've been dealing with, which is when you have word problems for variables on both sides. This is usually when you're comparing two types of plans or two situations to each other. The way this might work out is like this problem. A Verizon plan costs $49.99 a month for one line with a $25 activation fee. A T-Mobile plan costs $39.99 a month with a $75 activation fee. After how many months will the two plans cost the same amount? When we look at this problem, we'll highlight the numbers and the operative words, as you can see here. The big key is when you see that they're costing the same amount is in the wording, you know you're going to be having two expressions equal to each other. So the way this sets up is Verizon, $49.99x per month, plus 25 equals T-Mobile, $39.99x each month, plus 75. Then you're going to do the solving both sides strategy, where we're going to subtract the smaller x to the other x side and then move the other number to the opposite side. So I subtract 39.99x on both sides since it's the smaller variable. That'll leave 10x when we subtract. I'll subtract the 25 from the left since we did the 39.99 from the right. And you get 75 minus 25, which is going to be 50. I get 10x equals 50. I'll divide by 10 on both sides, and I get x equals 5 as the answer. Then you can plug it in for x on both sides to check it. We plug 5 in for each x. You'll get 249.95 plus 25 equals 199.95 plus 75. Both sides get 274.95 as a final answer, which is true. Therefore, you know that both plans will cost the same amount after 5 months is your correct answer. And that brings us to our last practice problem of the day for you. Go ahead and pause the video, read over the problem, try it on your own, check your answer, put it into words, and when you're done, check your solution against the next slide. Okay, so here's your answer. FitNation charges $25 sign-up fee with $10 a month for a gym membership. That's going to translate to 25 plus 10x. On the other side, Planet Swole here is charging $15 a month with no sign-up fee. That's just going to be 15x on its own side. And we know since it's saying that they're going to cost the same amount, we're trying to test when they cost the same amount, setting them equal to each other. So I'll get 25 plus 10x equals 15x. Since I've got an x alone on its own side, I'm just going to move the x from the other side to that side. That's going to be the easiest way to solve it. So I'm going to subtract 10x on both sides. I'll get 25 equals 5x. Divide by 5, x equals 5. I can then plug 5 into the original equations in each spot for x. We'll get 25 plus 10 times 5 equals 15 times 5. We'll get 25 plus 50 equals 75, and 75 equals 75 is true statement. So you got the correct answer, which is that they'll both cost the same amount after 5 months. That leads to our tips and takeaways for the day. Substitution is useful for checking answers to solved equations, as a correct solution will give a true statement when evaluated for the answer. Word problems combine your creating expression skills with your solving equation skills. Just trust the process. And lastly, when you're asked to find out when two situations will have the same amount, you're usually solving equations with variables on both sides. That's it for today. Your turn to try. Hope you learned something today.